Probably the biggest feeling that the diabetes brings out in me is annoyance. It takes up too much of my time, of my brain space. I'd rather be doing other things. Unless you've got people in your family, I suppose, or a friend who's diabetic, no one really knows what it's like.
I don't really feel like it at the moment, but I don't want to wake up with a hypo.
Always having to think about what you're eating, what you're doing, where you're going, have you got food for this, have you got an emergency snack, testing my blood, the tablets or the insulin or whatever. That constant thing at the back of your mind. Sometimes you just want to press the pause button.
I need to check my blood before I go to bed.
I was originally diagnosed with diabetes when I was 37 weeks pregnant. 2 days later I had the baby. I wasn't diabetic anymore. The second child, as soon as I had the baby, the gestational diabetes went. The following January, both my children and my husband all got chickenpox at the same time. And I was back at work. So I was trying to, look after everybody. And then in the middle of all of that, my mother suddenly died. And it wasn't long after that I was tested again. And it turned out it was type 2 diabetes. And that was a really horrible time. I didn't realise it was so life-threatening. I didn't realise it was so serious. I didn't realise how it affected pretty much every bit of your body, or it could do. I suppose it was just much harder than I thought it would be.
That's like never going to fill me up. That's never going to fill me up.
I just built up this resentment over the years of going to have my HbA1c test results and being told that, they're still not very good. No, you still need to work on it. It was all very matter of fact.
Now I'm not sure whether I'm breathless and my heart's going because I walked up the hill, or I'm having a hypo.
Sometimes I just want to cry in frustration because I can do exactly the same thing. Like, I have exactly the same breakfast every day, and one day I'll have a hypo after it and one day I won't. I just became really emotional and started crying when she gave me my test results because they just kept going up, and I was like, oh gosh, when's it ever going to go down? She asked me if I wanted to see the psychologist. I didn't even know there was a psychologist, and I sort of, leapt at it because I thought, anything to help me. When I started seeing the psychologist, one of the things that really made me feel better, I think, was just hearing her say that my feelings were justified and I wasn't doing everything wrong. It felt like someone who understood what it was like. The emotional support's been important because it's made me feel not so isolated. It has made me feel that to stop blaming myself as well. Some things I can't control. I'm still working on it. It's still hard for me. It's still a struggle. But having a sympathetic ear made me feel much, much better.